All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at filming. I completely forgot to film any of the blocks being laid. But essentially, what I've done is I dry stacked them, and now I'm going back right now and filling in the cells and putting in my slab dowels for my roof. I'm putting those in at every 16 inches, and I'm filling these up with concrete. As you can see, hopefully you can see down in there, those are my cells, and I'm filling them up with concrete, and I'm putting these in at 16 inches, so it's every other hole, give or take. I want to make sure I get one in each corner here, not in the corners itself, but in each cell, so it looks like that. And we'll go across. I got my bond beam. Let me move this ladder over there so I can show you what I've done there. So in the drawings, it wants you to put 2 number 5s continuous around the top, and from what I've read, that's the only thing it calls for. But I've got 4 number 5s in there, and I'll have slab dowels going in each hole for my verticals. My rebar, and I will get some I'll mix some concrete up, and I'll show you guys my process. So hang with me and I'll be back shortly. Pour her in. Get some in the other cell. Then I'll get a spare piece of rebar, and I will compact it down. That makes, just to be sure that it's getting in every crevice, every hole. We want it as full as it will go. I'm gonna go get another load. We'll be right back. Oh, we got a little bit left. So this is the cell that we're going to put the rebar in, but go ahead and wait for a minute or so, just so you can get down, so when you do dump the bucket that you're not hitting your rebar. You got about 15 minutes to be able to get a piece of bar in there. It's not gonna be hard as soon as you pour it. And if you can see down there, when I do that, it's pushing all that mud and different crevices over into that cell, and all that mud that I had in there is now going down. So I'll fill up these other two, and then when I set the dowel, I'll show you guys how it's done. Alright, so my roof is going to be a 5-inch slab, and they're calling for the rebar to be in the first 2/3 or the last 2/3, however you want to look at it. It needs to be at 3 inches. So these are 24 by 24 and some change. It's not exactly 24 going into the wall, but these are, that's 3 inches, and then that's all it takes. And this is going to ensure that my rebar is sticking out of the concrete and into the slab right where I want it. And I can feel going down on top of that other rebar that's down there, so I'm right where I need to be, just like that. And that's that. Now when I come, I'm sweating, it's hot. Now when we go and form the bottom of the floor of the ceiling and put the forms up on the side here, my rebar for the slab will be in the correct spot. We know it's in the correct spot because we spaced it out to be in the correct spot. So we'll have 2 inches of clearance on the top, 3 inches of clearance on the bottom, and my rebar will be number 5s, and those will be going at 10 inches on center. So I'm going to go in, have lunch, cool off, and we'll be I'll show you the end result. All right, everybody, new day. I've been doing some work out here. I've got, well, let me show you. I've got the roof on, the forms on. I've got to put that there air vent up here somewhere, but we got that on there. I'm happy with the roof. I did it at 8 inches on center both ways. That will be more than enough. And you know, I've seen form work, a lot of it, but I've never done it. So this is kind of what I've came up with. I got 2x8s up here that are 1 foot on center, and I have 2x4s holding them up, and then I have 4x4s holding all of them up. I got 9 of them in there. I don't know. I think it'd be enough. I'm gonna get this vent up here somewhere, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so I got the air vent in, and I trimmed it out. I don't think I'm going to secure it at all. I think the concrete will hold it once it's on there. We just have to be careful with it. I'm hoping that the concrete will, I'm sure a little bit will get up underneath it, but I'm hoping that it would just, this would be the ceiling on the inside, this flange, and then this plywood will come down and come out. hopefully this will work without securing it. Well, I need to get all this cleaned up and count my bags to make sure that I have enough, and then we'll pour it.
Hold a lot of concrete, Mimi. For that.
It's coming along though.
Mimi, we got inside.
I hope you feel safe.
I will.
I hope so.
I would have even felt safer in that without the roof than I did in the garage.
Why didn't you say so? We wouldn't be pouring the roof.
Yeah, we won't be tore the roof up. We
Is
should,
Papa doing a good job?
yeah. And we should tore the roof up, man.
Have you been helping him?
Not really.
Why not?
I've been helping up there, but I haven't been up here. But we got inside. We jumped check inside.
I did.
Was it cool? Was it cool? Mimi? Yeah?
Inside what?
Inside the swamp shelter.
Oh.
Was it cool? Inside?
No, I haven't looked yet.
Come look inside.
No.
Not yet.
Why?
Because Papa's pouring concrete on top of it. It's not safe.
What if you go in, what happened?
It could fall on you.
We gotta get probably 6 more bags.
What are you going to do with the rest of the bags?
Go in the trash. All right, everybody. It's done. It was a doozy, but it's done. We just gotta wait till it dries a little bit to flatten her out. Do the edges, and that's it. It's a lot of work, ain't gonna lie. But it's done. Wasn't that bad. It's a lot of work for one person. If we had another person to help, it would have been not bad. So, but the floor underneath did its job. It's up there. Hopefully I'll be able to get the forms off. I'm sure that I will. But it's there. What I did is, because we was unsure if we wanted to cover the roof or not, so what I did is, it's a 5-inch pour, and in the middle here is 5.5 on both sides, so it kind of has a little dome shape, I guess you would say, in the middle there. But it's done. It's we'll let it dry for a few days, and then we can do the bond stuff that goes on the side. It's the it's called surface bond cement. It's this stuff here. Everything's a mess, everything. But that's what that stuff looks like. So we'll have to get more, because when we did the calculations, we did calculations for 4 walls, but in reality we have 8 walls because we have to do the inside as well. So, but thanks for watching, guys, and that's it. Gotta clean up, put the other lip on there on that side, call it a day. Thanks for watching.